We have had some good practice with vectors and sequences. In this one, let's learn about random numbers. First, let's understand in what situations random numbers are used in general. In case we have a logic where we need to pick 10 out of 100 balls and we need to do that randomly, that is, all the balls that you pick are completely random. In that case, we need to generate the indexes of these 10 balls to be a random number, right? So, what's the syntax to generate a random number? The command is runif. Unif is for uniform. If we pass 10 to runif, it will create 10 numbers in random. If we want to specify the range of random numbers, I have to give the min and the max arguments. Min is equal to, say I want between 1 and 100. I will specify min and max as 1 and 100 respectively. Running this, it will give 10 different random numbers. I could alternatively specify 1 and 100 directly, it will understand on its own. That will also give. So if you noticed, I ran this command 2 times, and each time when I run runif for the same range and the set of numbers, it will create different random numbers every time. So what if I need to reproduce the same set of random numbers again and again? I have such an experiment, or I have made a logic that needs the same random numbers to be generated again. I need to set the seed. Right now I have set the seed. Let me run this statement. For a seed of 100, it has generated this set of random numbers. If I run that again, it's going to give me a different set. But if I run set seed 100 and then run runif 10, the set we had when we had just run set seed 100 will match. So that's the concept behind set seed. Having so many digits after the decimal point looks kind of ugly in this case, so there is an option to limit that. The option is options digits equals to 2. What this will do is, it's options, if I generate random numbers again, it will have only 2 digits after the decimal. Actually, digits equal to 2 is only one of the many options that are actually available. You can take a look at different options that are available using options function. If you type options in your R console like this, it will throw out a number of different options that are available. For example, these are generally arranged in alphabets order by default. If we go to digits, right now this has been set to 2. By default, when you open a fresh R console, this value would be 7. But now that we have changed it, that determines how many digits R should print out after the decimal point. Now it's time for a quick challenge. Let me clear the screen. What I would like you to try for this challenge is try to pick 10 letters from the alphabets A to Z. I can create alphabets from A to Z by using a constant that is built into R. It is called letters. If I run letters, it will give us a vector from the letters A to Z. And if I have capital letters, it will give us capital A to Z. Using the concepts we have learned in the course so far, this should be easily achievable. So go ahead and give it a shot. Hope that went well. If you got it, congrats. I will now show you how I would have done this. I already have the alphabets I need inside this letters. So what I need right now is the random numbers. So how I would generate them is I need 10 alphabets, so 10, and it should range from 1 to 26. Before doing that, I need to set the seed. I will set it as 100. And before running the random numbers, let me round, otherwise it will create decimals as well. So these are the random numbers. I will capture them in I. Now I contains the indices. So there are my 10 random alphabets.